Space. Hold on. Oh, I'm live. Well, hello everyone. There we go. There's Dead Space starting. It was not starting, and I was briefly worried. But we're here now, and we're playing. I'm just gonna get everything else set up, but happy Sunday. This is what you get sometimes. Cool. So, we are diving back into Dead Space after playing the first 2 chapters? 3 chapters? 3 chapters. I will be playing until chapter 6 today for a reason that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about yet.
Come in.
But
right.
Rest assured, Dead Space will be relevant in my
this.
continued life.
Kendra, if you can hear me,
It's just
see
the
if you
way
can
that
get
I
to the
want to
ship's
be
reports. It sounds like you have better access from there.
So,
When were you going to
let's
tell us about the
catch up.
artifact, Hammond?
It's honestly, it's
marker.
hard to catch up
I
on
don't
the
know anything
story
about
because
that.
it's just like,
It's referenced in
oh,
the
what
captain's
thing is
records. They
Isaac
brought it up
fixing
from the
now?
planet.
That's,
On the ship?
that is wherever we are
They
in the
think
story.
it's of
And
alien
so
origin,
Isaac is
but I
about
don't
to
know
go
what the
fix
hell it is.
something.
Really?
Oh, we might be
CEC
doing the
didn't know
asteroid
anything
belt
about
part
it.
actually, which is an interesting part
You're
of this
lying.
game.
Back up. I am not the
Also,
bad
people
guy
say
here.
hi in the Twitch.
I'll
Tell me
shake
how
you
the
right
audio
now.
levels
You're gonna
are.
have to
Tell me
trust
that
I
I'm
don't
not
know anything
alone
about it.
in the world or in the void of space. All of that matters to people.
We've entered the debris field. Get to the captain's nest. I'll explain everything later. Hammond down.
Hello. Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I remember this is a whoa! Why did I look back out the hole? In Dead Space 2, when you go back into the Ishimura, you walk past like this thing. I remember seeing it. Game audio is a little loud. I can turn it down. But I will need to minimize the game. Look, one day I'll be a professional streamer. But it's not today. Hello, Bound. So what are we doing here? We got line racks. Okay, so our current gun setup is we only have the plasma cutter and the line gun, which honestly could very much get us through the whole game. The question is, do we want to buy like the Ripper or the pulse rifle? I think we don't until we have like more space in our suit. Because we're constantly just running out of inventory space. This is Bound. This is Dead Space 1. Oh yeah, I love. So this room. God.
Warning. Hull breach detected.
Yeah, hull breach detected. I detected it too. This becomes kind of a hub for several levels, and it's very cool. I love just how like big this space is. I do think that, I mean, as I talked about, I think this game establishes the layout of the ship significantly better than in Dead Space 2, partially because it is one ship and not a whole city. Yeah, I think playing both this one and 2 like back to back would be a great experience. I'm gonna move my mic or my camera a little. A great experience even today. I think that both of these games play pretty damn well. Also, I've got the doors behind me open, which looks incredibly spooky, and we'll just say that's on purpose because it's a scary game that I'm playing. Oh, level 3 suit. There we go. Okay. Leveling up our suit is the most important thing we can do right now. Hello.
Isaac. Damn, you scared me. Place is making me jumpy. Fucking
I
asteroids
think
coming through the
for
roof.
whatever reason, I think this game really
Look,
avoids the
Hannah
like
doesn't trust me, but
weird-looking
I don't know
NPC
anything
problem.
about a marker or anything
I
else.
really
This is
like
supposed to
the
be a
kind of
repair mission.
level
Plain and
of
simple.
design and everything that the
This map
NPCs have going
is the
on in
asteroid
this
defense
game.
system.
You know, it's not like he's photoreal,
I
but
can
like
fix these boards with a main
that,
power
just
routing
the
shot.
level of stylization they
You're gonna
hit
have to
here
reroute them manually through
works
at
real
least
well.
3 junction boxes to activate the primary cannon. Oh, but first, you need to activate the atrium elevators from bridge security. You can use them to get to the junction boxes. By the way, Isaac,
Yep,
Be
we're
careful.
gonna fight one of our first
saw something out there. I don't
big
know what.
bosses
I
soon.
only got a glimpse. It was big. Really big.
Alright, can we go?
Shit! Stand back! Oh, that one was dead when I sealed the pod. These things don't die easily.
Did he just... He sealed the pod, but was like, we don't need to do anything with it. That thing that crashed through the ceiling, is that not like a larger problem? Usually when something like smashes through the hull of a spaceship, it means something has significantly gone wrong. Yeah, I talked about this a little, oh god. Go. I talked about this a little last time, but the fact that all the NPCs communicate with you through like video chatting seems really cool and natural now.
Shoot it in the back, Isaac!
Oh, I thought it was supposed to. He's saying shoot it in the back, but I'm pretty sure I can. Okay, it's definitely still alive. That is the most playing dead I have ever seen something do. Okay, there we go. I'll get back to my point in a second. Hold the phone. Oh, that it? Nope, that is not it. That's good. Woo.
Team lifted.
Hi, one fine cat. Hi, words maybe. Oh, come on, let me punch him. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay, good. That was a good fight. We didn't get hit. What I was going to say is that, like, the fact that they all basically FaceTime with each other seems like, of course, cool storytelling mechanism now, but this game was made in 2007, so, like, FaceTiming was barely a thing. So they were kind of, like, calling their shot, and they were right.
Make us whole again.
Ooh. Y'all hear Nicole just say make us whole? Definitely something she won't say ominously later on. Okay, let's see. I guess we can probably upgrade our line gun. Man, this is... I really struggle with what I want from upgrade systems, but I do not like damage that it's like, here are 3 more points. I don't know if I'd prefer for it to... honestly, I think I would prefer if it just said, like, it gets stronger. And, like, don't tell me how much, and...
Atrium elevators.
and they can just like decide what is a good amount to increase the damage by. But like, whenever a video game is like, oh, and your kick is 2 points better now, I don't know what that means, and I also hate when it's like it's 3% better, because I also don't know what that means.
Settle down, then.
So what I'm saying, just lie to me. Just tell me that it's getting stronger, and you decide how much.
By Maritime Law, Article 5469, I hereby declare Captain Benjamin Mathius unfit for
Hello,
duty.
Bijan. It's not Fortnite. Put Isaac
Must
Clarke
be
in
delivered
Fortnite.
to the church. Terrence, please.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I can't let you do this.
Traitor. Heretic.
One of my favorite details was if you swing, like, it's hard to do in this enclosed of an area, but if you swing the camera around, you see the, ugh. You see the reverse side of the picture, you know, like it works the way you would think it would with a projected
No,
video.
it was an accident. I had to stop him.
Arrest the doctor.
Thank you, you know her well, for the Prime subscription. Oh. That was a scream. So what did we just see there? We saw the captain be killed by the religious cultists. Oh, I think this is the part. This part is a little clunky, I would say. We got some gravity wells coming up. Oh, we do. I mean, we'll never use the contact beam, but I still feel like we should. But what do we drop? I think if it stays there, I might just leave it there. Yeah, one fine cat. That's a good point. It's really hard to. Oh, that is definitely a dead body. It's really hard to kind of come to a healthy middle ground on like how much information to give you versus not about what you're upgrading. I'm trying to think of a game that's done it well.
It looks like some of the gravity plating is malfunctioning. Keep an eye out for any kind of distortion effect coming from the floor. It could be dangerous.
Gravity is malfunctioning. Tanya Saberface asks if I have a favorite nonsense sci-fi fantasy world. I'm sure I do. Oh, alright. Bye. No, fall into it. See, we want it to crawl into the gravity well. Doesn't seem like it's moving at all. I really, does it count to say, like, Asura's Wrath? One of my favorite, nonsense fantasy worlds. That game's almost sci-fi, and, or, they, like, use machines, but they use them in a fantasy way. It's like, if you thought the idea of Mortal Engines was cool and nothing else about it was, play Asura's Wrath. Okay. Come on. Slowly walks. Alright. That guy can just amble around to us whenever he feels like it. I know there's... God, where... Okay, there we go. Wow. And he successfully made me miss all of my shots. So good job. The world's slowest approach and most effective attack. Oh God. I just heard something big. This is an arena. This is the Dead Space equivalent. God! Oh! I was about to say, this is the Dead Space equivalent of waist-high walls. And then it just broke them all down. Oh, God. Oh, We're actually alive. Okay. Okay, is it gonna do its playing dead thing? We know it's not. We know it's not. There we go. Ooh. Okay, that was, we got so much lead up to the first one. The captain was like, I heard something big crawling around back there. And then nothing about that one. Okay, obviously this is another. Oh wait, did I not hit that? Okay, there we go.
Power transferred to the ADS.
Okay.
Ship systems, junction box, rerouting.
You know when you're directing all your power to wildly waving cables instead of like life support systems? That's a bad idea.
Keep moving.
Okay, where are we going now? Oh, I need to be careful to not. When running back, it will be very easy to accidentally step on those gravity well things. And I'm going to attempt to not do it. See? I'm talking so I remember to do it. Because I have certainly been, before playing through this, like, alright, I nailed it. Time to go back. And then walked into one of these things and just splattered against the ceiling. This is, I mean, it's interesting playing this after playing the second game so much, because, like, I think, it is legitimately scarier, you know, that there are more kind of, like, timed jump scares and stuff, in a way that, you know, jump scare has kind of a negative connotation, but, like, in this context, I think it's good to have some jump scares. But it's like, you know, it is a more frightening game. And I think that is cool that we have both of them. We really need a shop so we can buy the level 3 suit, because we're just walking past so much stuff that we can't pick up right now, which is my nightmare. Playing survival horror games, especially the first time through, always takes me so long, because I'm like, well, I can't throw anything away, so we need to make 7 trips back and forth so I can use all this ammo. That was a weird thing that I thought about Resident Evil 8, was that, I've probably talked about this before, but in Resident Evil 8 you had limited inventory space, but you had unlimited crafting inventory space, so you could just effectively hold unlimited ammo. Oh. Where are they? Oh god, I hate these things! The enemy we're shooting off their head does literally nothing. Okay, did we get him? Nope. God. The enemies have such long, like, death rattles that it's hard to tell sometimes if there is another one that you haven't killed, or if they are just, like, really letting you know they're dying. Those monsters are called lurkers? Didn't know that. Seems like I have more in common with them than I thought. Ha ha ha. Hosting habits. Going in there. Is there a... In the second game, you can actually That's a store. I'm gonna run back to the store. In the second grade, in the second game, they upgrade the wayfinder thing, so you can say, take me to the objective, or take me to a shop, or, you know, take me to a save station, which is very cool. Okay, there we go. Level 3 suit. Let's get suited up, baby. We love the suiting up animation. In Dead Space 2, they play like a when you do it, and it's like, look how cool he looks now. In this, again, very little. What do we want to buy? Probably just a couple power nodes. We can probably store some... Yeah, we've got a lot of plasma energy. Okay, now let's get in this and go. One man taking on the asteroid belt that the ship is traveling through. Oh, see, this is another cool thing. Are we going? Actually, are we going up or down? We are going down.
Isaac, listen up.
Isn't it weird how, like, just selecting the floor you're going to on a video game elevator feels, like, engaging? I get to pick?
One iteration seems to have the sole purpose of infecting corpses. The others, well, seem to be making corpses to infect. And that body tissue we keep seeing on the walls is part of it, too. I found a report that says it's a habitat changer.
Oh, okay. Are we about to... There are some very organic sections that we end up wandering through, and that might have been what she was just explaining to us. Oh, that's cool. That's fine with me. I don't even need air. Oh, well, there we go. That's handy. I do think about... I wonder if... I feel like there's one of these in Dead Space. There's that one scene in The Last of Us Part 2 where you were upgrading something at a bench, and, like, while you were upgrading it, a guy comes and attacks you, and it's like context sensitive, and it only happens the one time, and it's very cool. I'm pretty sure there is something like that in Dead Space, though a little less, you know, animated, obviously. And it makes me just a little nervous whenever I... Oh, come on! It makes me just a little nervous whenever I go to upgrade anything. There's gotta be more stuff in here. I bet we're gonna encounter another, one of the ones that makes them at some point soon. Okay. The question is... should we go in here? Because it, the paralysis that the knowing exactly where the game wants you to go brings is you don't know if something is a side path that you will be asked to go down later, and so it's kind of wasting your time to go there first, or if it's an optional side path, in which case you should definitely go there before progressing. There is no way to relieve my choice paralysis. just got... If we run out of space, we certainly do not need the chainsaw blades. Okay, we can talk about the Steam Deck. I didn't get a reservation. I'm not trying to be one of the first people who owns the Steam Deck. For those who have been off the internet, is the kind of PC Switch thing. I think it's conceptually very cool. Personally, I feel like the only game I play on my Switch is Slay the Spire, and I've never been like, man, I wish I could play Doom Eternal with control sticks instead of a mouse. You know, I'm sure there are utilities. The point being, like, I don't travel a whole lot. I work at home. There's not a whole ton of utility of having a PC that I can carry around yet. But if it works and it becomes like more of a thing, that's awesome. And I will probably pick one up at some point. I did see someone point out, which is a good thing to keep in mind. Valve has a real history of not supporting its products. The Steam Link was not particularly supported. The Vive was not particularly supported. The Steam controller went out of production. So, you know, like, people seem more hyped about this than any of those things, but it is a thing to keep in mind.
Power transferred to the ADS.
I really wish Valve had kept making VR stuff, because God, would I rather be in their ecosystems than fucking Oculus's. But everyone else has quit, more or less. Okay, where are we going? Gosh, this makes me nervous walking between these things. Oh, Oh! Ah! Gah! Where did you come from? Hello. I mean, at least it didn't get to turn any corpses, except for potentially me. There are some games that have the QuickTime events, like games that were originally made to run at 30 frames per second. I think Bayonetta is one of these. When you're running it at 60, the QuickTime events get twice as hard to do. Like, you have to push the button 2 times as many times. And it is easier, at least for me, to quickly push a button on the keyboard than it is on a controller, so I'm kind of at an advantage. But I wonder if I'm making it harder on myself. I have this sneeze. I did it. I'm fine. I lived. Okay, are we getting to the asteroid part yet?
Make us whole again.
Oh!
This is Temple. The bridge is fucked. I don't know what went on in there, but I'm not sticking around in case whatever did it comes
It's
back.
interesting that there's no spoilers, but it's interesting that there's a different character saying "make us whole," because that's previously that's kind of been Nicole's thing. Oh. Yep, hate that one. Gotta be very careful killing this. Okay. Oh! They really want you to accidentally shoot that belly after you so carefully dismembered it. For those who don't know, this is one of the pregnants, and if you shoot its stomach, a million little aliens come out, and it's horrible. The worst thing. So you don't want to do it.
Alright, we've got enough power, but the ADS cannon's auto targeting is down. I think it's a faulty data cable. I need you to aim the cannon manually until I can replace it.
Okay,
Take
yep.
the elevator to the top of the ship and head for the cannon pit.
This is a part of the game that is... Sometimes you can do it first try, and it's fine. Sometimes it is intensely annoying, and so we will see how successful we are here, because I definitely remember people kind of complaining about this part when it came out, and not for no reason. There are a lot of, you know, credit to this game, does not do cuts. Acknowledgement, there are a lot of elevators that you just hang out in. This is Dead Space and Mass Effect, really the era of sci-fi elevators masking loading
We're going to have
screens.
to cross the ship exterior to reach the ADS cannon.
Oh,
Problem
okay.
is, we're still getting bombarded by asteroids. Look for cover, or you'll get torn to pieces.
I am going to pick up this medium air can because this is a case in which we might need it. Everyone hold their breath. Oh, wait, not yet. Oh, gosh, I forgot. Actually, I'm going to look up. I forgot what the 0G jump button was, and I don't want to be trying to remember that in zero gravity. I think it's Alt, which is very weird. What is that? Aim mode controls? This is a terrible layout. 0G jump. Okay, it's control.
Entering vacuum.
Okay.
Entering zero gravity. Warning. Multiple impacts detected across the starboard hull.
So this part is... It is basically just running between cover, but the cover that you are running between is in a vacuum, and you're doing it in zero gravity. Oh god. I might have botched this one. Yo, there... Oh. See, I just wanted everyone to see that that's... see a pair of limbs flying off into space. So we can, you know, the way to do it is you jump faster than running, and so honestly not much faster, but it is faster, and so you, oh come on, but you got to be right behind it, as you can see, or else the asteroids will tear you up. Okay, we are remembering exactly how far we can go and not going farther than that. So this first time, we are going to stay behind this. Let's see, can I jump all the way over there? That's too far. I can't. Okay, this is... It is a combination of the finicky 0G jump controls with, oh, but there's an O2 canister up in front of us there, so we can actually afford to take our time here. I mean, aesthetically, I love this section. Like, it's cool, you know? The fact that there's no music or sound or anything is legitimately, like, great, you know, aesthetic design. But they just... they don't give you enough warning or kind of make the safe areas clear enough, in my opinion. The cover does not break, it just kind of... I mean, it doesn't break in a way that it won't protect you anymore. It just kind of, you know, morphs like that. Oh, okay. Okay, we're okay. Once again, we are going to refill our oxygen. I'm actually going to wait until I'm more choking to refill it, just to really get the most out of it. Okay, we're close. I can see the exit. Do we go for it this time? I think we do. Run, run, run! Come on. Okay. Woo. Okay, and now this is... Like, no, close the door! Okay. It's like, come on! Whew. What do we want to drop to pick up this? I mean, we didn't use our air canister. Ruby Semiconductor is just money, essentially. You sell it. So now we're going to do a good old save right here, because after one annoying hard part is another annoying hard part. I'm not sure if it'll be easier or harder with a mouse. I'm hoping easier.
That's it, Angus. You're in the pit. The cannon's a mass driver, so it should punch through anything flying at us. Keep an eye on the hull's integrity. Too many of those things get by.
I think it's going to be easier with a
I
mouse.
think I've almost got the system repaired. Just buy me a little more time.
So as you can see, we're just shooting asteroids as they come in. It's actually right click and left click are the two sides of the cannon. I don't really think there's any advantage, oh god, to alternating them or doing one or the other. I'm just kind of clicking both at the same time. I guess I could do like a rapid fire if I alternated, but I'm hitting most of them first shot. It is weird to think of this as a mini game, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, the Dead Space mini games, because they do succeed in making it very tense. But it is, you know, this is essentially like a, you know, Jack and Daxter style, like, oh, uh-oh. Okay, now things are getting hairy. We're still doing pretty good, all things considered. Is that it?
Almost got this thing fixed. Just a little bit longer.
I remember playing this on console. I was legit, like, you know, at like 15 health when it eventually ended on the time that I got it. I was breathing hard. My heart rate was up. This time, again, on mouse, knowing what I'm doing, not too bad. All right, there we go. Whew. Easy as pie.
Hey, Isaac. Auto targeting is now online and clearing a path to safe orbit. As soon as we're clear, I'll engage the autopilot again. Head to the tram station, and I'll
Okay.
meet you there when I'm done.
Do we have to go back over the hole? Wait, I think we do. But there won't be asteroids, so it'll be easier. Oh, but I bet there are aliens this time.
Zero gravity.
Or, you know, necromorphs. I love those long jumps. Like, they're very... Like I said, the design of this game is incredibly cool. It is clunky and it is slow, but like it's neat. And I feel like I haven't played other games where you do those kind of like really long extended space jumps. Other than Lone Echo, the best VR game, which I played recently and was just blown away by. Good morning, Uninvincible. Okay, come on, open that door.
Exiting zero
Now close that door, please.
Exiting
Okay.
vacuum.
All good. That's probably hardest part of the game. One of the
Isaac
hardest
Hammond.
parts of the game.
You're not gonna believe this. Oxygen levels are falling. Something's poisoning hydroponics air production, and whatever it is, it's filling the deck up with that organic stuff. We're not going to have any air to breathe soon. But if I understand these lab reports correctly, I think I can make a poison to destroy it. Head to medical. It should have everything you need.
So we're really, you know, to the game's credit, they're really like, oh, another thing that's going wrong, but like, the game is a long checklist of things on the ship to be fixed. Oh god, I hate these things. Though they do give the coolest death animation in the game, which honestly might be worth seeing, especially if I can save right here. If we can get the head again, the head has a command grab, if you will. Okay, those are just the hands, which are not as cool. Just hanging out in an elevator. Honestly, credit to Dead Space for not doing an elevator music joke. you gotta appreciate the small things.
The ship has been boarded. We are under attack. How are they? They've already killed most of the deck staff. We need security back up here immediately. Guns are useless. We can't hold them back.
The audio logs in this game, I would say, are very self-evident. Like, that didn't give us any more information. It was like, oh, you mean they killed people when they came on board? Yeah, okay. That seems obvious. Okay, do I have too much of anything? I mean, we are ammo rich at the moment, partially because mouse aiming means that we can take apart everything in like 2 shots. And then it gives us 6 shots. There are times that we'll need it, but we do not need as much as I'm carrying. All right, and level complete. Good job. Obliteration imminent. I think it'd be cool if they crossed out imminent and then we're like, obliteration delayed. I don't know if cool is the right word for that. It would have been a thing they could do.
Isaac, I can smell the contaminated air from here.
We break every vending
It's
machine.
spreading
It's on
faster than I
site. It's on
expected.
site.
I'm trying to isolate it, but it's not going to buy us much time. We have to get that thing off this ship. The chemicals you need are in the chemistry lab. I'll hack the door for you when you get there.
That's... I was prepared to laugh at, you know, she just kind of showed us a flashing red beacon on, oh, we love the, oh.
The natural order. Are you blind left to rest?
That, okay, we're getting creepy voices from somewhere.
Looks like someone has reprogrammed
I
the
always
door
laugh
locks on this
at
deck.
things
And
where
recently, too.
it's like, Isaac, I just found out about this 5 minutes ago. Here's a pretty complex animation with like a map and like zooms and like people's faces in it. Like in the future, everyone is just super good at making motion PowerPoints. I'd say Mission Impossible, probably knowingly so, is like the biggest culprit. Hello. Of like, we found out about this guy's whereabouts 2 days ago. Here's an animated map that shows like the city of Prague and the most important cultural landmarks, and then zooms in on his face. Like, I've keyframed stuff. It takes time. You can't just throw that together in 3 hours. Oh, we were in here earlier. Or a... Wait, do we... We were in a room that looked very similar to this, if not this one exactly. Oh, do you see that thing sticking out of the wall? Those are gross. That's... Ooh. Ugh. God. Like, these are, you know, a lot of the enemies have like kind of gristle and stuff that is gross in the abstract. These things I find genuinely disgusting. You know, in a way that, like, good job. It's a horror game. They should be. Yeah, this is that area from the level where you pick up the thermite. Yep, because I remember reading infidels on the wall and being like, loaded word. Necromorphs aren't the only horrible creations of God I've seen recently, because I also saw Space Jam 2 last night. Is that a good transition to people like that? I did watch Space Jam 2 last night. I went to a theater to see it. I saw it with my friend, who described it as not the worst movie he's ever seen, but probably the most evil, which I would agree with. I've never seen a movie that says the name of the studio that made it so many times. It was very bad, but I would maybe recommend it. I'd recommend pirating it. Don't give them money, but you should watch it. There's a weird amount about video games and about LeBron James disliking video games. That's like a major plot component. Uh-oh.
Your fight for survival is admirable, but pointless.
Will this man kill himself right here, right now? Because that happens to most people that we see on this ship. I think he's gonna walk off ominously.
I'm the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago. We just haven't accepted it yet. Stop running. Stop your struggle.
I mean, the thing that people forget is that Space Jam 1 is also very bad, and I say that as, you know, the target age for Space Jam 1 and one who, you know, defends it. You know, but this one, it's like Space Jam 1 became a phenomenon. Oh God. Oh, is this the unkillable thing? I think it is. Oh God. Okay, how do we have to maybe just hang out in this room with it for a while? You know, Space Jam 1 was like a bad movie that was a hit and kind of became a phenomenon and sold, you know, $6 billion worth of merchandise. Space Jam 2 seems designed to do that, and so it's just like, it's more cynical, you know? I never thought I'd say this, but it is a crime what they did to Lola Bunny. Zendaya, look, a good actress, by all accounts, not a good voice actress. I would say borderline terrible voice actress. So, you know, I had fun. drank a not insignificant amount before seeing it. But it's bad, and you probably shouldn't see it. Anyway, Dead Space.
Now you need to find a DNA sample of the growth. According to lab records, there's an inert...
We made it out of there pretty unscathed, given how many different things they were throwing at us.
was apparently doing intensive research on it. I've been trying to contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac, you've got to hurry.
Okay, can we sell anything? Get rid of anything? We got so many line racks. I think we're good. Dead Space Jam. That's what we want. Isaac Clarke goes through the fucking Warner Brothers universe. I will say, Don Cheadle truly does, like, 4 people's acting jobs in that, because he is maybe the only person in the movie who can act. And so he is acting so much.
Hold on to what was once your world, but now belongs to the children. Be glad of the knowledge that your death will bring their birth.
I love when your flashlight can, like, just cast shadows like that. It is a little touch, but it's great.
Say your prayers.
So this guy is, like, religiously attached to the regenerator thing specifically. Which I don't love. Oh god, this is... Okay, that's the unkillable one. There's one over here as well. Yep. Hello. Okay, making pretty good use of those line rounds, but obviously one of these things is not going to stay dead no matter how much we do to it, so... Oh god, they're really... I was bragging about how much ammo we had and it heard me. Oh!
Someone keeps shutting down the door protocol. I bypassed the lock. Go!
There we go. Open it, please. Okay. Oh. Can it get into the door I opened with the power node? Let's hope not. So I got the message that I can talk about this, which I didn't know how much of a secret it was, but it's cool. For those of who are aware of the podcast MinMax, and for those who aren't and would like a podcast to listen to, we are going to be doing a deepest dive on Dead Space. The deepest dive is like a book club, a game club, where we go through it in intense detail. Oh, God, does that thing explode? And I will be on it, so it'll be 2 episodes, each of which will probably be 2 or more hours long, that will be talking about Dead Space, talking about the history. I think it will have other cool guests on it, and so I'm playing through this because I think it's a cool game, but also because I'll be talking about it on a podcast very soon, which is neat. Here, this person will kill themselves, I'm sure. Or maybe they won't. Sorry to ragdoll your friend around. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave her. The podcast is called MinMax, spelled MINNMAX. They do like a weekly show on you know, talking about games and answering questions and stuff that I sometimes guest on, and then this will be like a a bonus feed thing. I have done deepest dives with them before on like the Edith Finch. What's the subtitle for Edith Finch? The Disappearance? Why can't I remember? The Edith Finch game we have done a deepest dive on, and then they've done ones on like Final Fantasy VII Remake and all of those. What Remains of course. And that'll come out around the end of the month, I think. Wow, a lot of stuff in here.
Persona log, Dr. Chalice Mercer. The specimen continues to respond well to my experiments. Its cellular fortitude, not to mention elasticity, is remarkable. Dr. Kine, I'm sure, would disapprove. But I do not.
I will say a problem that I have with Dead Space 2 is that there is another one of these regenerators, and you like don't get to deal with it. You like in this game, spoilers, we're gonna kill it in a fairly spectacular way. In Dead Space 2, you just kind of run away from it, and then the game ends.
My subject grows restless. Patience.
This section kind of reminds me of BioShock, just like putting chemicals in different places.
This has gone far enough. Accept your
I think he's
part in
about
God's
to
plan.
take out all the air in here. Oh, there's a baby in there.
Warning. Life support system failure on medical.
Yep.
Please evacuate immediately.
I saw the air canisters along the walls and was like, all right.
All the air has been vented into space.
There's no
You
way.
should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
Yep. Okay, I'm going that way. The thing is, running down here takes so long that I don't even know if it's worth it to get the oxygen, but I'm gonna do it. Super Shotgun, if you want a deepest dive on just the eyeball part of Dead Space 2. Oh, God! Oh! Fuck. Jesus! That just... Well, don't run into those. There's, Oh, do we have to hear all that happen again? What was I saying?
Persona log, Dr. Chalice Mercer. The specimen continues to respond well to my experiments. Its cellular fortitude, not to mention...
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough.
I truly can't remember what I was saying before I got killed by the billion little dudes.
Warning. Life support system failure on medical. Please evacuate immediately.
Oh, the eyeballs, of course. There is an article on Polygon by Maddie Myers that talks to the director of, come on, kill them, please. Okay, that was a good use of a mine. That talks to the director and like really goes into detail. I quoted it in the video, so you've heard a little bit already. But that is a good if you want to hear a lot about eyeballs. Oh, 2 pregnants. You look radiant. Please don't kill me. There is an oxygen refill in this room somewhere, I think. Yep, right there. God. Ah! I cannot believe we didn't get hit there. Oh. Is there an oxygen in this room? There's not. Oh, wrong door. There we go. Ooh. All right, doing fine.
You've got everything you need to make the poison. Now get back to the chemistry lab.
What are you going to do? Do it fast. Can hardly breathe.
You're cutting out, Hammond.
I haven't done the hardcore mode on Dead Space 2, which is the mode where it's on like one of the harder difficulties, and also you only have 3 saves to finish the entire game. I've always thought it seemed really cool, but just never quite had the... It's like, I feel like to do something like that, you really have to sit down and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing for the next, 3 days or whatever. And I've just never had that happen. Oh, it's bugged on PC. Well, glad I didn't try it. I do think Dead Space 2 and Dead Space on PC are like... I think the ammo economy in this game is kind of built around console aiming. And so being so much more accurate does just make the game easier. Oh! Come on now.
I've got more intel on the atmosphere.
I mean...
A survivor's report says
there you go. We're on a haunted spaceship.
From outside the ship. That's when the air quality began degrading. The survivor called it the Leviathan.
Oh. Shit. Okay, we're gonna try to put that mine in front of them. Come on. Good stuff. The line gun alt fire, very rarely useful, but when you can find a use for it, works pretty dang well.
Processing request. Please stand by. Final fixing.
Yeah, the force gun is really useful for those, or the flamethrower. Like, we don't really have any rapid fire guns on this playthrough, and that makes dealing with the kind of like little things that there are a lot of much more difficult.
Still no response from Hammond, so be careful. There's no telling how contaminated that deck is.
I'm beginning to truly admire your spirit.
This guy.
It may be. I think you should see the whole plan. You should not spurn the hive mind's offerings. You deserve to witness that at least.
It is interesting that with this game being so chapter segmented, they do have these kind of little, like, villain of the week characters. It's like, this guy isn't particularly important to the larger Dead Space story or whatever, but he'll just pop up for a while and he'll talk to you, and then he'll go away. Because the stasis, or not the stasis, the kinesis is so much slower in this game, I use it to, like, grab ammo far less often than I did in Dead Space 2. Okay.
To the salvation of our species.
This is the room that we're gonna kill the regenerator in.
I will spread their divine glory across the entire planet. I will leave you with my creation. Embrace the inevitable.
Oh! God, he landed on top of us? Okay, so we need to take care of the little babies first. Wow, there are a lot of them. So it's not hard to guess what you need to do in this section, but it's, it's not the easiest thing in the world to pull off. Please stop. Okay. Okay, you can, so, after a while, he'll regenerate all his limbs, so what we're going to do is cut all of them off, preferably while standing in this room. Okay, we need him to come back this way a little bit. Okay, and now we're just gonna hope that he stays in there. Stay in there, stay in there. Bye! This is very similar to that boss in Resident Evil 5, which came out I think the same year, maybe a little
Let's just hope
before
that's
or
the last
after.
we see of that thing.
After.
I've
I
managed
think.
to override Mercer's lockdown. There's a secondary tram station nearby, and you can take it to hydroponics. Let's just hope there's enough time.
Oh, that's interesting. Migraine. How far did the demo of this game take you? Was it like the first chapter? Okay, we do not need the flame ammo or contact beam ammo. Yeah, the Resident Evil 5 boss is, I mean, it's like Resident Evil 5 is a weird game because, like, do not support it politically, and also played single player nearly unplayable because of the AI, at least on harder difficulties. But it's still probably one of the more fun co-op games ever made. Like, the co-op is legit great, even though the, you know, a lot of parts of it, both systems-wise and story-wise, have not aged well. Thank you, Captain Fram. There was a thing, me and my friend Zach Frazier, who also makes YouTube videos that you should watch, played through almost all of Resident Evil 5 co-op, and we truly, like, I've beat that game several times, but, like, we just could not beat the final boss. Like, we just, like, couldn't figure out, we couldn't crack it. We just kind of, like, left it there.
And food yield has created a surplus. I was going to pass the surplus on to the colony, but the captain has given a no-fly order. I want to note my opposition to that order. Everyone knows there.
Yeah, I agree, Riley, that it's, like, it sucks even more. The racism of Resident Evil 5 sucks even more because, like, there is some legitimately great stuff in that game, and it's so infuriating to have to be like, well, if you can get past the racism, which is not something that you want to ask people to do. That was also a game that, especially when it came out, Games Press was not ready to talk about those things, and the few people who did point it out were just raked over the coals. Games Press has a lot further to go, but at least we have moved on from those days. Oh, Hammond. Oh, please.
Isaac.
No, don't shoot me.
Good to see you in one piece. Don't take your helmet off. The air's rotten.
Don't take your helmet off, Isaac. You haven't done it in the past 6 hours, but don't make this the first time.
Shut itself in food storage. Crew that was on this deck, I think they're what's poisoning the air. They've been transformed. I saw one of them.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, this has some really interesting designs.
We need to take him out where we can still breathe.
Oh, Fortunate Soul. That's a deep cut. Listening to the Kaden Rents Resident Evil 5, but I appreciate that. Also, thank you, Ace Player, for the Prime sub.
Isaac, in your condition. Isaac, I'm scanning the area now.
It's so cool. I keep talking about this, but, like, the fact that you can tell that it's playing off his video screen as opposed to ours, like, the little details are just, I love the world building in this game. These are some nice pumpkins. It's also funny, I mean, like, no shade on pumpkins, but to think, like, okay, we've figured out how to grow plants in space. We're obviously going to want to grow, like, the highest yield, most nutritional things. Pumpkins.
Bring the air quality up. Then you can go through and use the poison on the Leviathan.
Tech Academic, yes, I left the scary dark door behind me open on purpose. Also, you might, but it's not that scary because you can see the cat back there just chilling. I mean, I got nothing against pumpkins, but they're not They're not my favorite gourd food-wise. Like butternut squash all day before pumpkins. Zucchini is definitely what you'd want to grow if you just needed the maximum amount of food. Zucchini would dead space the crew in that it would just take over every living thing. Oh. Are those safe? Okay, we only have one node, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm trying to think of like what... I guess in The Martian, he grows potatoes in space. Wow. Oh, are these the... I believe these are the fast ones. Look, you can... it's got a pair of hands, too. At some point, we're gonna meet the fast ones. This is a cool area. I really like this. Okay, chill. Let me just grab this gas can. Ah! I'm shocked that I didn't blow myself up there. I was sure that I was about to blow myself up. Wow, they put their tentacles down. Well-timed, weird little babies. Well-timed. Wow. They're throwing numbers at us now. I mean, I feel like I could eat potatoes for quite a long time, if not forever. But you know, you would want sauces, which was a plot point in The Martian where he like ran out of ketchup at some point.
Replacing nutrient vat. Warning. Toxics detected in atmosphere processing.
Okay, so we're gonna have to like we kind of run around up here because there are a number of enemies that are themselves just toxifying the air, and we've got to take them out. See ya, Lunar Magpie. Oh, this guy. The guy that instantly becomes the first priority. Because they will mess you up. You can, of course, cut off their arms and then use kinesis to throw it at other people. But the kinesis in this game is... Wow, that's how zero gravity works. No zero G? Yes, zero G. This game is not quite as reliable with being able to pick up and throw things, and so it's a riskier proposition. come on. Oh. You think you're handling one, and then there's another one behind you. It's very easy to get disoriented in these sections, which is why it is so amazing that you have the little waypoint finder. I think, I can't remember. I feel like there's some machines or whatever that are going to like turn on. Like this area might be harder to go through on the way back, but I might be making that up because that's something that happens in Dead Space 2. Hello, new people to the stream. Welcome.
Warning. Air filtration system still active. Entering filtration tubes is extremely hazardous.
Well, guess what? We're gonna do it.
Hello?
Might be hazardous, but we're going in.
Thank God. This is Dr. Croft in hydroponics. I'm trying to locate second engineer Jacob Temple. I can't get through to
Can I
engineering.
not get in there?
Of course I know there's a shipwide medical alert. That's why I'm trying to locate him. No, we're safe for now, but the tram is down and we can't reach the escape pod. Hello?
Those are a lot of
Hello?
propane tanks. One thing we can do is break some of these before we run in there, so we don't have to spend the time while we're in there breaking them. But let's see, I'm not sure. I want to know where I'm going. Okay, so we're going through that door, and then through that door, and then there will be a door right there. And standing right next to this door, he's fine. Oh, great. Are we? Okay. Oh, wait, there's... Okay, so that's one of the guys that we needed to kill. So now the air in here is cleansed. Can we get in this door from the other way? Yeah, we can. Oh. Inventory's full. Full of what? I've got my Xbox controller plugged in, and so it's giving me constant Xbox prompts. But fortunately, at this point, I know the controls well enough. Thank you, Detuned Piano, for the sub. Dead Space is what Elon Musk wants to happen. More like what I want to happen to Elon Musk. Jokes, parody. Going down another long space elevator. I think this is one of those chapters that you can actually kind of do in any order, which is cool. Like there are just a number of those weird breathing things. 10 kiloton mass. Okay. How much is a kiloton? People help me out. I'm an American and I only know the imperial measurements. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh, Isaac punched this thing like a football. Let's go! Alright, that was a pretty good shot. Okay, Good, good. We have taken that one out without breaking its belly. A ton. Holy God. 220. No, that can't be right. Okay, so a metric ton is close to. So it's like 10,000 pounds. It's like 11,000 pounds. Which is big. I would say that's very big. Okay, I can hear the thing breathing in there, but it's locked. Oh, it's 20,000 pounds? Gosh. Okay, here's this thing. So this is, here, take a good look, because these are really disgusting. This is what we're killing. As they're breathing out infected air. Look, it's a game where we save ammo. Not gonna use ammo if we don't have to. Okay, I'm seeing just insane measurements in the chat. A kiloton is 2,204,622. That can't be true. What? So the thing... So it's saying that there's something that weighs 200 million pounds in there? Or 20 million pounds? This is... Measurement systems are terrible. Why do we use them? Why do we use any measurements? Oh, and more. Hello. This is both a good chapter in terms of design and one in which it's like, well, you like fighting enemies in this space? Good, because you're gonna do it a lot. I do love those spaceship comparison charts where, yeah, at some point it becomes clear that, like, they did not think through what they were writing. I think that's a, there's a Game of Thrones thing where George R.R. Martin, like, wrote that the wall was 700 feet tall and then saw what it looked like actually being 700 feet tall and was like, I made it too big. Like, this is not how big it should be. Okay, we have way too many line racks. This is when you only have 2 weapons. They give you a lot of ammo for those weapons. It's a very slow. Oh no, I should have gone to level 2. We're just gonna ride this up and down for like 14 more years. This is so slow. Yeah, I need to go to the 2nd level. Alright, well, I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle while we're going up. I'm back. I'm here. And we're going this way. Okay. Well, don't like this.
Isaac, make us
Oh.
whole again.
Seems normal and chill. A normal message from my girlfriend. Oh, yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, well, that works. Is that all of them? Do I have to ride that elevator down? I swear to God. I'm sure I do. Yep. I'm just gonna make sure it's going down and not up. Just because of how long it takes. I don't think we've talked about the chapter names thing yet, just because it's a spoiler. But yeah, if you would like to, go look at the first letter to all of the names of the chapters in Dead Space, and it does a cute little thing. Oh. I think now we're about to go see the many kiloton mass in food storage, and we can decide if it seems weighted appropriately or not. Oh, those do hurt. I just hadn't got hit by one until now. Okay, let's use... I can use a... Oh, I didn't mean to use a large health kit. That was my mistake. We can sell a ruby conductor. We can move a lot of line energy. And we might want to... I'm gonna take... No, I don't want to sell it. I'm gonna bring one more health kit with us, because I do think we're close to boss time. Bacterial with viral behavior. The speed. Single bacterium reproduces 20-fold in 1 minute. I think this may be a genuine alien life form. Cool. The medkits in this game are Soylent, as in they are, people. That's kind of fun. Oh. Not Soylent Green. Okay, they're just soy. So Isaac is just canonically a soy boy. Who we stan. I always thought it was kind of funny in the movie Snowpiercer, in which all of humanity is on a train going around the world because of climate change, and the poor people live in the back. There's the scene where the poor people find out that they've been the like kind of nutrition bars that were all they were eating were like ground up bees. They were like insects, and they were like, we were eating bugs, and it's like, you know, class conscious, like, it sucks that they were eating bugs and the rich people were presumably eating like filet mignon or whatever. But I was like, if you didn't know you were eating bugs and you were fine, it kind of seems fine. Like, it's the end of the world, man. You might need to eat some bugs.
Quarantine activated.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, there are many things to be righteously angry about in Snowpiercer. To me, the fact that they were eating bees was just like, well, okay, that seems normal. Yeah, I think in 20 by the end of my lifetime, I think we will be eating bugs fairly regularly. Ecosystem collapse. It's gonna be fun. Let's hope there are bugs to eat. Wow, there are more of these. I'm wondering if we could... I'm sure you can't. I was wondering if we could hit the heavy breathing guys from the bottom floor. But I don't think that will be possible. This level certainly seems a little longer than it has to be. That's fine. I'm having a good time, but... Yeah, I think that lab-grown meat is going to be huge. I mean, I think as soon as that becomes cheaper than, you know, kind of traditionally raised meat, that's fast food chains are going to start doing that instead, and then everyone will just be like forced to. So I'm very interested in where meat goes. I'm not a strict vegetarian, but I do limit the amount of meat that I eat fairly aggressively. And I know that individual action is not a way that you can meaningfully fight climate change, but it's still... It's just like, you really can't make an argument that, like, eating meat is better than not. Like, it's like, you know? It's, there... Are we still doing this? Oh! I see. Where this is actually, it's a puzzle.
Replacing nutrient vat.
Got it. Okay. Now we're going up. It's, yeah, you know, it's like, it's hard to just be like, I'm curious about something that will also kind of determine if we survive as a species or not. But like, I would just like to know the answer of like, what does the meat industry look like in 20 years? How has it changed? You know, will it be as hard to break Americans from their addiction to meat? Yep, addiction is a little strong. Will it be as hard, you know, their attachment to meat as it is their attachment to guns? Because there are certainly people who are like, I eat meat too. Oh! He was like, stop talking about this. Cool worm thing. We love to see it. I like this walk that Isaac has a specific animation for walking over the goopy parts of the floor. He goes like Hello, Bound.
This is Temple, acting chief engineer. I came down here to find Dr. Elizabeth Cross, but she's
Excuse
not
me.
here. In fact, I can't find anyone. Just
We're gonna end at the end of this level, both because
I'm going to check the mining deck.
I'm ready to take a break, but also because this is where the break for the first half of the deepest dive is going to be. So I don't want to play beyond because I want to have this fresh in my mind. This place is very disorienting. Everywhere in here kind of looks the same. Oh. Gosh. They're everywhere. I can hear one of the... Yep.
That's the last one, Isaac. There's a switch in atmosphere control to restart the oxygen recycling. Once the air's clean, you can get into food storage. Isaac, I've been reading these reports. The crew all began having mass hallucinations. And... well, I just saw my brother on a security monitor.
Sorry, and intense bit of gameplay, so I was not talking as much. But we've killed all of the toxic breather guys, so we can now go back and turn it on, except for that apparently 14 billion pound or whatever it is thing in food storage, which at some point we're gonna have to deal with. Off. Turn off, please. This place is just goopy. It's just a goopy place.
Exiting zero gravity.
Don't believe their lies. What they're really saying. We get to walk over the sticky stuff again. I will never get over the fact that Demon Souls has a weapon power-up that you can apply to your blade called white sticky stuff. It's just unreal. It's like, yes, you know, like, Bloodborne is kind of about, like, menstruating, but Demon Souls has white sticky stuff that you can put on your sword. Yeah, you look up the item info for the blood vials you use in Bloodborne. If you don't believe me, it is pretty overt. Just let that door close. The problem, honestly, is just switching guns takes long enough that sometimes it's like, oh, it's the perfect situation for the line gun, but then by the time you get it out, it has no longer presented itself. Okay, where are we going? This level in particular, I am very glad for the waypoint finder thing.
Isaac, where are you? Help me.
Help me, Isaac. Isaac, where are you?
Restoring nitrogen and oxygen levels.
We saved pretty recently, but why not? That's good. We'll just sell the semiconductor. All right, time to see what's hanging out in food storage.
Hydroponics log, this is Dr. Cross. It's hard for me
Seems
to believe
like
what I'm seeing
a
here.
lot.
This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to the mining deck. I hear that's where survivors are gathering. Jacob, I'll wait for you there.
It's weird to hear my own name in a game. In Fast 9, John Cena's character is named Jacob, and it was very weird.
Unknown antigen injected into the filtration system.
Thank you, Cookiesaurus. Alright, everyone, let's see how big this thing is, and is it 2,204,622 pounds?
Entering zero gravity.
Hey, you know what? Maybe. That now seems like a accurate weight. Oh, ah! Okay. 2 million pounds? Maybe. So we've got to kind of do these long, slow jumps over them. I'm gonna save that propane tank. Ow, ow, shit. Doing okay? Because, as you can imagine, this kind of center portion is going to open up. Wait, where'd the tank go? Okay, well... Okay, that went pretty well. Ooh, that was a good shot. The piercing of the line ammo seems to be the way forward here. And we do have plenty of that in storage. Okay. Alright, we're gonna fight these guys again. Oh, I don't want to be this close. God, it is gross. I'll say it. It's gross. Oh. All things considered, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job avoiding everything. But there's a lot going on, and it's hard to tell how much, like, damage I'm doing to it. I'm just kind of firing in here. Oh, is that it? Jeez. If this was Fortnite, I'd make my character do a little blinding lights dance.
Isaac, you did it. Hammond, do you read? Oxygen levels are returning to normal.
My goodness. I was tense for that.
Damn it. He's gone again. No sign of his rig anywhere. It's up to us now. I've got a plan to get off this ship. I've located an SOS beacon on the mining deck. If you can get down there and activate it, we might be able to send a distress call. Oh god. I don't know how much longer the turret will hold.
Video games love to make you fight a plant. It is something you do in a surprising amount of games. Alright, time to just get back to the tram and wrap this level up. Everyone say goodbye to the pumpkins. Pumpkins, watermelons, etc. Everyone carves a jack-o'-lantern on the Ishimura. The Halloween is a very important part of ship life. Long elevator. All right, and that is the end of Chapter 6. That is where the Min-Max Deepest Dive Part 1 will end. You can check them out on Min-Max on YouTube, MINNMAX. We're going to be talking about Dead Space 1 there. It's going to be me and Ben Hansen and Kyle Hilliard and maybe even some other cool people maybe connected to the game or something. We'll see. And then I will continue streaming this afterwards, and we'll keep talking about it, and I'll do other stuff as well. But for now, thanks everyone for checking out the stream. Have a good Sunday, and I'll see you later.